Hi, my name is Chuck McDonald, and I have a small business consulting firm called Priscilla. And what I focus on is education and helping owners of the business recognize their blind spots and to teach them how to turn those blind spots and the things that they don't know into opportunity. And I am starting a video podcast. And here it is. This is episode 1. And what I wanted to talk about today was just an introduction to me and some of the things that I have learned and some of the things that I believe with regards to helping business owners retire and transition into the next phase of life. Why is this so important to me? Well, I'm remembering a time when I was a financial advisor and I had just started, and there was a gentleman who was retiring himself. And he had this advice for all of his clients. And he said, don't retire from something. Make sure you retire to something. And I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that over the last 20 years of working in that business, I've probably helped 200 to 300 families actually transition into their retirement. So I've seen what works and I've seen what doesn't work. And I really believe that what that gentleman had to say that particular day makes a real big difference. The people that I saw that had something to go to, a hobby, a new vocation, a next activity, volunteer work, even a part-time career doing something else, they were infinitely happier than the people that just quit and retired and didn't have anything to go to. So that was an extraordinarily important thing. And I think one of the issues that it seems prevalent in the business owner community is you've often got somebody who has had their name on the door and is somebody who's worked a particular business for a very long time and grown it to be something very successful. But then what you end up with is once that person leaves, that was their identity. That was it. And they don't know where to go from there. So one of the things that I really bring to the table when I'm working with my clients is an understanding of what is next for them. Where are they going to go? I think sussing that out and having that figured out very early on in the process is something that is going to be extraordinarily important for the success. So what this podcast and what this video series is really all about is me sharing my experiences of being a financial advisor and helping people through that process. Also importantly, it's something that I did myself. I made the decision a few years ago to trade my money for time. And I retired, sold out of my practice, and I've started up this consulting business. And so I personally have gone through the process of exiting something and then starting something new. In fact, this is my third time. I had a career in the wireless industry, and I switched into financial advisory after I turned 30. So that made me actually relatively old in the profession, at least when I started. So I personally have gone through the process of coming up with a plan, figuring out what I'm going to do, and then taking that leap and moving on to something and starting something new from scratch. So that's the wisdom I hope to impart. You'll also hear some stories about, again, my personal experiences and things that I believe will help people transition their business better. And there'll also be some education notes, just some things I learned along the way. I've picked up a couple of financial or articles in the financial press that I find with some inaccuracies. And I think especially in this world where I think people feel like they've got a lot of information that they have access to, and therefore it gives them the ability to make very, very complex decisions without the help of a professional. Now, certainly some people are comfortable with that, and that's great. But what I try to be on the lookout for is information that is possibly erroneous, so that people aren't making important decisions based on something that they read on the internet. So here it is. This is my video blog. I'm going to talk a little bit about, with every episode, I'm going to talk about retirements, things that I've learned, and provide some education along the way. And of course, if there's anything that you would want to see or have me address, or questions that you would like answered, I'm happy to address all those as they come up as well. Just go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll put that into the queue for a future episode. With that, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And again, I am Chuck McDonald, and my company is Chrysilla LLC. I'm based in Bend, Oregon, and you can find me at www.chrysilla.com, or send me an email, chuck@chrysilla.com. Look forward to interacting with you, and thanks for watching.